Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to be making chorizo queso, and I'm going to be making it here in my cast iron skillet. And this is something I like to get as an appetizer whenever I go to Mexican restaurants, but I've never tried to make it myself with the chorizo. I've made other quesos like with Velveeta and Rotel, or some other type of nacho cheese and rotel and peppers and things like that, but I've never tried the chorizo one. So I had left in my freezer one stick. It was the 2-pack of the beef chorizo. The total weight on here is 13 ounces, so this is about 6.5 ounces. I kind of wished I had more, but we're testing it out. I think it'll be fine. We have plenty of cheese. I have a total of 2 pounds of cheese. I'm not sure if we're going to use it all, or maybe we'll use more. So I grated up an 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar and an 8-ounce block of Monterey Jack. I'm going to be adding an undrained can of green chilies. And then I did drain the juice off of this. It's the La Preferita brand of the Rotel. Here I'm adding it was a pretty large jalapeno, so I have that. And this is about half of a small onion. I've diced that very fine. So I'm gonna get my heat on here. I'm gonna heat my skillet up, and we're gonna get the chorizo in there. Okay. So I'm using a 10-inch cast iron for this. I've never cooked chorizo in a cast iron skillet. I don't cook much in a cast iron skillet. This is my second one, and I'm getting used to it. Now, I didn't add any oil to the pan. I'm hoping that wasn't a mistake, but when I make it in a nonstick or a stainless skillet, I don't add oil. So I'm hoping, because it's very greasy, so I'm hoping that this is gonna work. We'll see. So I'm gonna start just breaking it up. And I don't think I mentioned when I started this video, this is gonna go in the oven then. After we get everything in here, we're gonna top it with more cheese and we're gonna bake it. I have my oven preheating right now at 400 degrees. So we're gonna work this down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add in my onions and my jalapeno. I would also add pickled jalapeno, but I had fresh ones, so I decided to use those. So I think that'll be pretty good. And if you don't like things spicy, leave the jalapeno out. Or if you don't like the pepper jack cheese, use Monterey Jack or whatever you like. So we're just gonna work this down for a minute, and I'll be right back. So this has been cooking down now for probably about 3 or 4 minutes. You can see it's nice and crumbly. I'm glad I didn't add any oil. It's working really well in here. So I'm glad I'm giving this a try. So now I'm gonna add in my onions and my jalapeno. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one who didn't know this, but I'll share this with you anyway. I never had cooked with chorizo until I met Lee when we started dating. That was probably almost 14 years ago. So he's the one who turned me on to cooking with chorizo. I had only had it in restaurants. And he said that he made really good chorizo and eggs, which he does. So he showed me how to do it. And as he was doing it, he cooked it down like this, and then he started adding the eggs, and I'm like, what are you doing? I go, that meat's still raw. I didn't know that it didn't get darker in color. Like, when you're cooking ground meat or ground pork, obviously the color changes. So I had no clue. So, maybe I'm the only one. Maybe that was dumb, but let me know if you guys didn't know that or whatever. So now that I know that, I just, I'm really getting it cooked through really well, because it's not going to be in the oven that long, I don't think, because we're just basically going to be melting the cheese. So now we have the peppers and the onions in here. I'm just going to let that marry for a minute, and then we're going to add our chilies and our rotel. Okay, so this has been going now for about another 5 minutes. I think it looks pretty good. We're gonna see if this was enough chorizo. I think it might be for this size pan. I don't know. If I did have the whole pack with the 2 sticks, I probably would have used it. But now I'm just gonna add my green chilies. That's the 4, or what is that? This is a bigger one. That's a 7 ounce. That's a pretty big one. And then we're gonna add the diced tomatoes. Let's get that in there. It's gonna be super good and cheesy. Yeah, I kind of do wish I had one more stick of chorizo. Oh well. Oh well, there's nothing I can do. I don't have it, right? Okay, get that all incorporated. And now I'm gonna start with the cheese. Okay, let's get the cheese in there. And plate for that. And I'm kind of winging it, guys. Like I told you, I have never done this before in a skillet like this. So let's do some of the cheddar. Grab a big old handful of the pepper jack. Let's get it mixing and melty. I'm just gonna keep the heat on, keep mixing, see how it looks, and add more as I go. This is looking like the perfect amount though for this pan. Okay. Well, we definitely need more than that, right? Let's do a little more cheddar and a little more jack. Let's give that a good mix. Let it melt down a little bit more. Okay, so it's starting to bubble back there. It's getting nice and melty. Trying to give you a better shot there. Oh, that's looking really good. Yum. Okay, I think that's good. Now let's cover it with the rest of the cheese, and we're just gonna do a mixture of the rest. This is 2 whole pounds of cheese. Even gonna be enough? Let's see. Get some of that. At this point, I'm gonna turn it off. Let's see. I feel like I might want some more cheese on the top, you guys. Let me grab some shredded cheese. We're gonna add some bag stuff to the top. I shredded this on purpose because I think when you shred it yourself, it melts better. But we're gonna see, because I know I want this way more cheesy on the top. And I don't have another block of cheese to shred right now. So this is what we're doing. Get it all in there. Okay. That looks good to me. Let's get this in the oven. So in the oven it goes. I'm gonna set a timer, I think for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna get our tortillas ready. Okay, so when I decided to make this today, I knew I had everything in the house that I needed, but I thought I had another bag of chips. Here's my chips. There's my bag of chips. That's all I got. But when I order this appetizer in restaurants, they always serve it with a side of tortillas. So luckily, I have plenty of tortillas. I have these nice big ones, the big flour ones. So I'm just gonna turn my burner on low. And you guys know that's how I cook my tortillas. And those are really big, so I'll probably end up maybe cutting them in half and then serving it like, putting the queso on there like, so it's like snack size, because usually they serve like the little street taco size tortillas at the restaurant. But so it's okay that we don't have chips. It's gonna work out. Let's see how that's doing. Let's give this a flip. There we go. Getting nice char marks on there. Okay. Turned up. Okay. We're gonna get a couple of these done. And by then, I think the queso should be done. So there we are. I did 3 of them because I'm going to cut them in half. So we have them like that. Make them as dark or as light as you like them. And I'm just gonna put them here. They're not all perfect in size. I'm just gonna cut it right in half with a pizza cutter. And now you can make a little taco with that. So let's check on the queso. So I found some green onion in my fridge, so I just garnished it with a little bit of that. And we're gonna grab one of our tortillas. Let's see how this is. Oh, that's really hot. Oh, look how cheesy that is. Yum. I'm afraid I'm gonna burn myself. Look at that. I need some, look at that big chunk of chorizo right there. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to let this cool for a second before I taste it. I'm not gonna bite into that, you guys. Hang on a second. Okay guys, moment of truth. Let's give this a try. Oh my God. That is so good, you guys. Why have I never made this before? I've been ordering at restaurants all these years. Look how easy that was. I mean, literally probably a half hour. The longest time it took was in the oven. 5-10 minutes to brown up the chorizo and the onions. Oh my God, this was so good, you guys. And I wanted to try it today because Super Bowl's coming up, and I think this would be a great thing to make. So maybe if you're looking for a new snack or dip that you want to make this year, maybe give this one a try. It's super easy. You can always adjust it, add different ingredients. I don't have any avocado. I'd like to put a piece of avocado on there, but I do have some sour cream in the fridge. I think that would be good on there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed making it. I'm really happy that I did. We're going to be eating on this all day and probably tomorrow too. That's a lot. That's a lot. But we got dinner, lunch, and maybe dinner again. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you did like this, please give my video a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would really love to have you around. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.